Okay, it looks like I'm live. Let me just ping everyone in the Discord. Oh, hope you didn't get stuck in a loop there. I'm listening to the stream on my computer that I'm streaming with. So when I speak, it then plays through my streaming software and then plays back again. So I just quickly muted that so I didn't get stuck in a never-ending loop. So I'm just gonna... Whoops. Didn't mean to do that just yet. Just for anyone who's on the Discord, I'll let them know the stream's starting now. Everyone, stream is starting now. Hello there. Looks like you're the first person to comment on the stream since it's gone live. So I said I'd start at 9. It's 1 minute past 9, so I think I'll just get started. This is very different from the last stream I made. So I've got to say I wasn't very well prepared for the last stream, and it resulted in me having to spend half an hour or more just waiting for the game to build. The car was quite unstable. I didn't realise I'd forgot to enable the post-processing effects. The trees and things weren't spawning, so there's a lot of things wrong with the last build. Ooh, that was close from there. So it is still possible for the truck to roll. However, I have made it more difficult. I had to simulate an anti-roll bar, which kind of compresses the suspension springs on opposite sides of the car so that it doesn't lean too far in one direction. So we're driving up Twister Hill here, past the spot where Bill and Joe have that argument, and the very considerate Tornado is like, oh yeah, these two people, they need to sort these marital issues out. I think I'll just wait up here in the clouds. So a lot's changed. I've got basic version of a mission system going. I won't be able to demonstrate it today. I've got to reset systems. Let's just reset. And how that works is I've created the style of the old teletext, so if anyone is familiar with that, from the 90s, I think into the early 2000s, there's a thing called teletext. I know it was here in the UK, I'm not sure about, I'm not sure about in the US if that was a thing, but it's an old looking, almost DOS style display where 9 different missions it'll randomly generate and you can choose one. And the idea of a mission is, for example, you may need to get, say, 50 samples of at least F4 strength winds, so you've got to try and get a good probe intercept there. I've added a lot, so as you can see, there's rain now. This will get more intense as we get towards the Tornado, and then it'll quickly taper off as we get inside the bear's cage. The Tornado also interacts with the car, so the car will get more difficult to drive and may even go airborne as we get closer to the Tornado. What else have I changed? So there's the vehicle physics. The Tornadoes spawn randomly. I think that was the same as last time. I've changed the rendering of the Tornadoes. Turns out I'd referenced a variable incorrectly and the funnel wasn't being lit up. So I've fixed that. I've also massively improved the frames per second. As you can see, I'm getting 32 frames per second while streaming on a low-end gaming laptop. Let's see, I'm not sure if I'm moving towards or away from the Tornado now. I'm still moving towards it. Last time I was struggling to get it above like 10 frames per second, so I've been doing lots of optimizations there as well. So if anyone has questions or suggestions or just general comments or quotes from Twister, feel free to drop them in the chat. I do have the chat open on a separate window. So I'm streaming on one window, but I can read people's comments on the other. Let's see. Let's go this way. Whoops. Like I say, I've made the car more stable, but it still can roll if you maneuver too harshly. No, we're going in the opposite direction, so we need to turn around. So I guess I'll go for this stream. I'm going to stream for an hour until 10 PM UK time. So what you say the goal is? Get 100 F5 strength wind speed samples. Okay, we can hear the tornado from about 3 miles away, so it's probably decently strong. One thing I do want to change is the engine sound, so if anybody does have a Jeep, a J10, and you're willing to record the engine sound at different RPMs and send me the audio, I'd be really grateful for that. I'll put it in the game and I'll drop your name in the credits if you'd like. I've also changed the top speed of the car from 70 to 80 miles an hour. We might need that. We might need that extra speed. Whoa. We're okay. Trying to figure out which direction this tornado's in. Somebody did suggest a compass, and I am planning on implementing that, but I think it'll make it a bit too easy to hunt the tornadoes out. So I'm gonna have that as like something that you can buy. It's like a technology upgrade in the game. Two and a half miles away now. Once it gets within about 2 miles, that's about the limit of the camera rendering distance, so we may see it. Once we get within 2 miles or so. .1 miles. This is a big map. It's 10 miles by 10 miles, so 100 square miles to explore. Let me make sure here I don't go off the edge of the map. I shouldn't. Okay, 1.8 miles. We're getting close. I'm also getting within the rendering distance of the tornado. So there it is, up ahead. So I'm not sure what strength it is. That's the whole idea of getting these successful intercepts. Ow. I'll have to implement some sort of health system, so if your car has impacts that are too strong, that your health decreases, so you can die if you crash too harshly. Where is this tornado? Where? There it is. I think it's moving at a decent speed as well. Let's try and catch up with it. We're going to get past these trees. Oh, it looks like a new one spawned 6 miles away. What I can do, I've added a shortcut key here, so if I don't fancy traveling 6 miles there, generate a new one. Okay, 2.3 miles away. 30 mile an hour winds at 2 miles. That's going to be a strong one, so let's go get it. Okay, 2 miles. Starting to get towards nighttime as well. Nighttime chases are going to be quite difficult. Have to rely on lightning and thanks to the wind sound. Okay, we're starting to get mist kicked up, so that means we're getting towards a pretty strong tornado here. getting a bit more difficult to see where the road is. One mile away, apparently. We're moving away now. Maybe I need to go back to those crossroads. See if we can get a visual on the tornado, but... Is that it there? Is that it to our left? Can't be if it's 1.4 miles away. Let's follow this road along to the right. See if the distance starts ticking down. Nope, it's somewhere in the opposite direction. Need to go this way now. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I think this was a crossroads up ahead, so we should still be able to keep going straight on. Let's see if we can get our first good intercept. And the wind doesn't start affecting the car till it gets up to 100 miles an hour, so keep an eye on the wind speed in the corner. Once it gets up to 100 miles an hour, you'll see me start to struggle to control the car. Whoa. Okay, the road kind of just runs out there. Looks like we're going to have to go for a walk in the woods. If I could get the rights to it, I would make Van Halen's song play when you get into the woods. Okay, we're getting intense lightning. But I can't see the tornado funnel. This is getting hard to find. Okay, we've got some wind noise there. We can hear it, but we've got no visual on it at all. I think, using my headphones, I think it's to my right. Yeah, 1 mile away now, apparently. Ow. I think we're heading in roughly the right direction. 0.9 miles. We caught some air there. What I could do is park the car. Let's get out and have a bit of a look. Try and see if the lightning can give us any clues as to where the tornado is. Not that direction. It's still a mile away. moving away wherever it is. Our best bet's to get in the car and just drive. It's starting to get towards sunrise now, so I should be able to see it pretty soon. And it'll be lit up really nicely as well. At sunrise and sunset, the funnels get lit with a nice, like, orangey red glow. That was close. Okay, there's starting to be enough light now that I should be able to spot it soon. Oh well, found our way back to a road, so that's handy. Okay, let's stop here and just have a look about. See if we can see where this tornado is. It's a mile away. This road kind of just disappears. Let's just off-road and try and close the distance. Somewhere in this direction. If we're lucky, we'll land on our wheels. Yep. Now I don't know if I'm speeding towards it or away from it. Even though the frames per second says 15-16, the game doesn't feel like it. It still feels like it's running at 30, like there's no noticeable jitter or anything. Going off-road was a bit of a mistake. It's quite hard to handle this off-road. It is more stable than it was on the last stream, but it's still hard to control. Okay, we've got the distance counting down again, so let's head roughly this direction. Road. Yeah, let's follow the road. It's much easier when you've got a road to follow. They're closing the distance down now. Okay, within half a mile, the wind's going to start up to 100 miles an hour soon, which means the car could get lifted up if I get too close. This is the point where the car starts getting dragged around by the tornado. Oh, it's in front. Can you see the outline of the funnel? Wait till there's another flash of lightning in front. You can see the outline of the funnel. So, it's definitely this direction. I don't know why the frames are getting so low though. It might be because I'm streaming. Because as me doing this while I've been play testing it. Okay, let's try and get inside the bear's cage. We're a fifth of a mile away, so we're getting a bit close now. There it is. Right, I'm going to stop here and, if I can, God, it's getting dragged along. I'm holding the brake down. Yeah, I'm getting lifted now. Yeah, I think if this was real life, you'd likely be dead. Well, 300 mile an hour wind speeds, it's definitely an F5. So it's just worth mentioning, this is a suboptimal way of getting... Oh, I think we're actually in the eye of the tornado. Let's get out. This is a suboptimal way of getting wind samples from a tornado. Let me just drop that. We're getting some F3 strength readings. Where's my truck? There it is. It's overturned. Let's hit reset. Can't actually see anything. Am I even upright? Right, we're gonna try driving in the opposite direction. I think we're getting lifted again. Yep, still in it. Oh, we've got 21 F5 samples. The goal was to get 100, so I guess we're a fifth of the way there. Let's see if I can get out of this. I think I'm somewhat trapped. I wonder if I press the handbrake if it'll keep me on the ground. No. I think I fell through the map, so if that's the case, what I'll have to do is just quickly stop the game and then rerun it again. So we'll try another chase because that one wasn't as successful. So let me just run it again. So as you can see, getting close to the tornado is not a good idea. Just like in real life, you can't just waltz up to a F5 a tenth of a mile and be absolutely fine. Okay, this is what... Okay, I'm getting... Okay, 35 frames per second. Let me just check there's nothing else running in the background which could be slowing anything down. CPU, memory... Microsoft Teams doesn't need to be open. Okay, let's go after this one. 3.8 miles away. 3.7, so it looks like it's in this direction somewhere. So I'm going to continue over from the last one. So we had 20 samples from before, so let's see if we can get at least 80 in this run. Little bump. Set the car the right way up. You'd be going the other way. So one thing I do need to do is manually go through and smooth out these roads and connect them up properly and make sure the junctions are all in the right place and that they're not clipping through the terrain. The problem with that is that with this being a real road network, I think there's, I don't know, maybe 100 miles of road or something like that. What is this? So this is a game I'm developing called Twister Research and Rescue. So it's a game inspired by the movie Twister, and the idea is you've got to try and intercept tornadoes and drop instrument packages in the path and use the money from that to upgrade your equipment. So it's still in early development, but I'm looking to release it on early access in Steam in the next few weeks, hopefully. It obviously just depends on how long the approval process takes, and there's still some fundamental gameplay mechanics I want to get done before releasing it. So 1.8 miles away, we might be able to see the tornado soon, unless it's up ahead. There, it's to our left. Okay, we're going to brake, we're going to take this road here. Okay, so we're taking these small dirt roads, not recommended if you're chasing in real life. I think unavoidable if you're chasing in real life, but not recommended. Let's see, I think there's a way to turn right over here. Okay, I want to avoid off-roading like I did last time, because I ended up just getting lost and rolling over all the time. Where is it? It's over there. Cool. Oh, I think I'm glad you like the tornado. I've been putting a lot of work into the excuse me, the tornado rendering. It's still not. I'm still not 100% happy with it, but it's a lot better than probably about 6 months ago when I first started working. Oh yes, we've got a road which leads us all the way up to the tornado. So you might notice there's these weird highlighted areas. I need to fix that. So how it works in Unity is you set a maximum distance that the camera can render, and if the tornado's on the border of that maximum distance, you start to get weird artifacts like that. So what I need to do is detect if the tornado is within that range and just extend the camera distance slightly if that's the case. Then reset it once the tornado is gone. Okay, I don't want to do a jump here. As cool as that would be, I don't like losing control of the truck. So I think this will give an unfair advantage to players from, where's it, Boone in Iowa, because this is the real road network, so they won't need to rely on GPS to find the way around. Right, we're 0.9 miles, need to find a road that gets us there. It looks like it's moving the same speed as us in this direction. Good, we've got a road going to the... Okay. There's a road just up here. So let's try and get 100 F5 samples. I'm not sure if this is F5. Strength or not. Yeah, I've still got to work on the vehicle physics. But it's still better than the last stream for anybody who watched that. It was very frustrating last stream. The slightest bump and it would just roll. Okay, hopefully the camera shake effect is working, so I'll get up close to it and get out the car and you'll be able to see the camera shake effect. Okay, I think here's a good place to drop a probe. Come on, stop. Actually, we probably want to get ahead of it. Let's make sure it's stopped. Doesn't help that the car's getting dragged by the tornado. We want to get ahead of it to get a good... I don't think I can park the car without having it roll away. Where is it? There it is. So we may want to take this road here on the left and try and get ahead of it. Oh, I didn't realize I'd wandered that far from the truck. No, I haven't. It's driving off. So now I'm stuck on foot. Don't know why the frame rate's getting so low, because all the testing I've done before streaming, the frame rate hasn't been an issue even when looking at the tornado. And the key thing here, it's not improving when looking away from the tornado, so it's not a problem with the tornado. It may just be the amount of data that needs to be streamed. What I'm guessing is because there's a lot of rain, actually. So anybody knows anything about video compression, compressing anything with a lot of noise in it is difficult. So I'm guessing this my streaming software is working overtime trying to compress these frames. I've also added like a VHS camera effect if I right click, but I haven't really got it done nicely yet. But it changes it to a 4:3 aspect ratio and kind of bumps up the contrast, clips the whites, turns down the saturation, adds some lens distortion and chromatic aberration, just to get that authentic 90s feel. I'm stuck on foot here. Maybe I need to add a shortcut key just to make the car spawn next to me. So what I might do is, let's just try and get a good view of this tornado, and then I think I'll restart the game again, and we'll start again, because I've lost my truck, and the frame rate's dropping for some reason. But it's fine when I start the game, so I need to figure out what's causing that. But unfortunately, the probe I'm using is just a chrome cylinder. Accidentally deleted half of my Dorothy model files, and I decided I might as well just build it again from scratch rather than going and hunting out those old files. Okay, I think what I'll do is I'll start the game again, because I don't want to have the frame rate be too poor for everyone. I'm not sure if it's buffering frames, which is why I'm getting such a low frame rate there. But I'll start it again because it goes back to 30-40 frames per second once I start the beginning. Okay, let's hit the T key until I get one that's within a reasonable distance. Okay, 40 miles an hour at 2.5 miles. That's probably a pretty decent one. Let's go this one. Okay, we need to go the other way. We need to go up Twister Hill. Oh, I think they call it Hailstorm Hill. So the intensity of the rain, the hail, and the lightning, and like the dust and the mist which gets kicked up, and that gives you an indication of how strong the tornado is. So weaker tornadoes, you'll have a weaker peak strength of the rain. So the more intense everything gets, the cooler the tornado is, more than likely. I'm just gonna go slow for this bump here. That's something I need to fix. It's because the hill's so steep. The road can only bend a certain amount to match the terrain, so if it's too steep, it'll clip through like that. So I need to get that fixed. So let's see if there's any clues of where this is. Wherever it is, we're getting closer. Okay, 45 miles an hour, wind's almost at 2 miles. This is a monster that we're going after. I need to keep our eyes peeled and try and see where it is. think the road bends to the left here. Yeah, there it is. So need to figure out a few things, which direction it's going, where a good spot to intercept it would be, and how to get there. This will be a bit easier once I've got GPS added to the game. But there it is. Let's get ahead of it first. And then try and find a point to intercept it at. What I may have to do if the streaming is causing an issue, is I may record some gameplay and then clip it together and just make some highlights and upload those to YouTube as well, so people don't have to sit through an entire stream just to see the cool parts of the game. But there it is. I think we're managing to get ahead of it now. So I want to take the next left turn that's available. I think there might be a junction coming up ahead. And if anyone who likes the old 90s look, once I got the car under control, maybe like this. Where is it? I've lost my bearings. There it is. Okay, we're looking for a left turn. Can't wait to make this game multiplayer. I think this would be a lot of fun with other people trying to chase on the same map. Okay, we've got a left turn here. No, we don't. We have an edge of a map here. Oh, if that's the edge of the map, it might be about to regenerate somewhere else on the map. I'll try and get as close as I can before then, though. And again, for those who like the 90s style camcorder look, there you go. Or video camera, as we call it here in England. So I get a clear view of it. It's spawned again. As you can see, it's not going to be easy in this game to level up. It will be rewarding when you get a successful intercept, because it's going to be difficult to plan all the logistics of getting in front without rolling your car or wrecking. So let's restart the game. We'll give it another go. What I might do, there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of comments and activity, so I'm going to close Chrome and I'm just going to run everything on my second screen. See if that helps the frames per second a bit. So let me just check everything's still streaming. There we go. Okay, 2.6 miles, 34 miles an hour. That sounds like a good tornado. Let's go after it. .7 miles. Looks like we need to go the other way. Yeah, so this will be a bit more difficult than Storm Chasers, because getting intercepts and things in Storm Chasers was quite easy because you get quite close to the tornadoes, and the tornadoes were, even the F5s were, what, 150 meters wide, whereas in this they can be up to, right now, 1 kilometer wide, but I can bump that up to 1 mile, but the rendering starts to get a bit weirder at that scale. Where I just came from that direction, didn't I? The kilometer seems to be a nice compromise between the two. So, yeah, you've got the issues of wind and rain and off-roading to worry about in this. Ah, there's a tornado. I think it might be heading towards the road. I'm not sure if it's an optical illusion. But let's see if we can find a good intercept point. That was bright. Can't tell which way it's moving. We'll take this left turn here. Close some more distance down. There it is, right in front. This is it, VHS style. Oh, the car's starting to get dragged. I may need to dial down the wind speed physics. I'm watching the wind speed, because if that starts to increase, it means it's heading in this direction. I can't really see any left or right movement. No, it's decreasing, so it might be heading directly away from us. Yeah, I think I need to keep my distance a bit. I think maybe what I'll do, actually, so my plan was to have like your contract cancelled if you go over your vehicle's wind capacity. Like wind speed capacity, but what I might do is, instead of having that happen, just right now the wind physics on the vehicle don't kick in till 100 miles an hour, so maybe have the option of upgrading that so you can handle the car more easily and closer to larger tornadoes. Have I managed to get in the path yet? Because what I may need to do, since as soon as I get out of this truck it's probably going to get blown away, is drop a probe and run away on foot, just like in the movie. It'd be a pretty epic ending to the stream. So is it moving towards here or away? It's 0.4 miles. No, wind speed's decreasing. You try and get around it. This isn't good. Okay, we're a third of a mile away, and now I can't tell if we're in the path or not. We're not in the path because the wind speed's going down. There it is. Come on, let's get an intercept. It's definitely an F5. Okay, I'm going to jump out the car. That's going to disappear. And now we're going to have to do this intercept on foot. So let's run through the woods here. Until we're in the path of this thing. We're in the path of it yet. Something I need to fix. We can still hear the car all the way from over here. Or the truck, I guess, to be correct. So yeah, well, on foot running after the twister. Try and drop a probe in its path. Don't think I'm going to manage to catch up, but they look like those old Tornado Classics videos, if you like that effect. Okay, I'm going to have to end the stream in about 5 minutes. I think what I'll do is, again, we'll start again. Maybe I need to introduce a way of just resetting the whole game in-game, so I don't have to keep doing this. But for now, this will suffice. So you can get one successful intercept, F4, F5 strength. Don't drive too much, so I'm just going to keep generating new ones until they're within 1 point something miles. There we go. Let's get that one. So what I could do is stop and see if it's already come in this direction. So find a reference point, so maybe like this tree here, and see if we see left to right motion, or right to left. So it looks like it's moving to the right, but it's coming towards us. So let's back up. Probably should look behind. Yeah, so I need to fix this shaking of the truck. It's still quite unstable. Okay, let's line up the left edge of the tornado with that tree. See if there's any more motion. Yeah, there is. Could off-road into this field, drop the probe there, then get out of the way. So make sure I don't drive into the river. Quickly reset it before the 100-mile-an-hour plus wind speeds kick in. Where is it? Try and make like old-fashioned footage and modern footage. So let's quickly drop a probe and get out of here. I mean, guess the probe's wedged in the car. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Old style footage and new style footage. Try for another intercept. Let's get ahead of it. Okay, I might have to ford a river, which might not go too well. Let's just try. We made it. Okay, only 1/10 of a mile from the edge of the funnel, so that's not a safe place to be. Okay, I'm gonna get out the truck. I can't see it. Where is it? Lost sight of it. There it is. Okay, let's drop another probe. I think we're gonna get our F5 readings now. Now let's try to run away. Where is it? Where is it? It doesn't interact with the player just yet, but I think I'll need to change that. And just because I like the effect, 90s storm footage effect, and then back to HD. Yeah, now I think we're out of the path now, so let's just find a good point to observe from. Top of this hill might be good. Apologies for the engine noise in the background, I'll need to fix that before the next stream. If I get close enough to it, it'll the dust and everything will settle down so you can get a clearer view of the tornado. Don't know why the FPS is getting so low. It seems to be something which happens after the game's run for a while, so maybe there's a memory leak somewhere. Hopefully not, because they can be hard to find sometimes. It may be something to do with the stream. What I may have to do is, if frames per second becomes an issue while streaming, I may have to use my gaming PC and then have my laptop ready at the side just so I can see and respond to comments. I forgot actually what the screenshot key is in Steam. Is it F12? Oh, it's not a Steam game though, is it? Sorry, not Steam, the GeForce overlay. Oops. Take a screenshot of full screen. I think I might save this for another live stream thumbnail. So I think this takes us about up to the hour. Yeah, so I'm going to have to stop the stream now. I hope you like the visuals of the game. I put a lot of work into the rendering and the effects. Visual effects is not my area of expertise at all. So if anyone has any input on how to improve the lighting or shading of the funnel, I'm happy to go into the technical details of how the shader and everything works. But looking for any advice on how to improve things. I'll check quickly to see if there's any live comments. But if not, I'll have to end the stream here. I still need to find a way to fade the top of that funnel in with the background. Let's just go YouTube and then try and remember, is it you have to go YouTube Studio. Maybe I'll try and recreate that one in the game. You know, that was quite a very bad one. Content live, to see if there's any comments on the live stream before I end, and I'll mute it so I don't end up with an audio loop. I'll try and recreate. No, it doesn't look like there's any more comments.